I don't even want to risk that. So let's just go ahead and do this way. Um, this is a collective reading, and it is definitely, I'm going to show you all the cards here in a minute. It's definitely a heavier one. So here's the overall message. There is a karmic masculine that possibly is unalived. And again, please be okay. If this is not your story, it's not your story. Don't wish it on yourself, okay? Because this is definitely not something to take lightly, okay? My readings are timeless, so what that means is even if you're looking at this video a year from now, this may be relevant for you, your story and how it's played out, okay? That's something I've been learning over the last couple of years about the collective readings, that since energy is actually, I'm sorry, since time is an illusion and energy is actually fluid, technically. So if you're picking up, it's okay, past, present, and or future. So, but to keep for simplicity, this is something that has happened. Okay, if I'm gonna say this, if you are happening to be watching on the original air date or around that time, this could very well be something that has happened previously. If you're somebody that's watching much later, this could be something that is playing out or about to or something like that, okay? Um there was a karmic masculine that no, they were not, these masculines did not date the honorable feminine. So I need to make sure that that's automatically clarified in terms of who this is on a collective scale that may very well be unalived. The unalived individual did not have any relations or dating with honorable feminine. They know her, they know who she is. She don't know them per se, but they know who she is, and we'll get into the reasons why here, okay? And I'm gonna show you all the cards and stuff like that, everything that's out. I'm like, whoa, this is insanity. um so if this is your reading, this person could have gotten unalivened either on the 30th, okay, 30 days ago, or 3 weeks. The 30th, 30 days, or 3 weeks. Around that time frame, okay, that this happened. Here's the overall message why. This is an individual that has a connection to one of the Honorable Feminine's exes, okay? Them, one of Feminine's exes, so this masculine and their family, the feminine's ex and their, like, so they have, friendships, connections amongst one another. There was obsession there. I'm not going to get into, because we did get the devil in the reverse, and I'll show you in a minute, as well as narcissists. But it's a possibility, okay? This person was brought in and asked at some point to do stuff to the feminine, okay? To put her in a negative mindset, to surround her with negativity, to take, to attack, to employ others or get, others involved. And so this was something that was possibly even being done with the Honorable Feminine's ex at some point, but something happened and changed along the way, okay? The feminine's ex could have at some point asked these people to stop. And once I show you all the cards in the reading, you're going to see why I'm saying that. At some point, they could have agreed to stop. They could have paid them to stop. They could have asked them to leave this lady and everything to do with her alone. Leave her alone. Leave her children alone. Leave her social media alone. Stop getting your low-life motherfuckers to do shit around her. Leave her alone. Now, this is what I find to be a little ironic and sad, because it's like, instead of, instead of that kind of working, all it does when people aren't right is it just infuriates them even more, because you have somebody that's standing there that was once upon a time on board, okay, was once upon a time all for it, good and gravy, hee-hees and ha-has, okay? Now, all of a sudden, they're beckoning you to not do it. And so when people aren't well, that doesn't appeal to no humanity inside of them. It don't appeal. That's what happens for normal, healthy-minded people, okay? But when folks, they're gone already, they have insecurities, they have jealousies, they have, I'm just saying, that makes them even more upset, because what they can see, what they see in that moment, they may not verbalize it out loud, but what they can sense, feel, see, and know in that moment is that that individual, for whatever reason, there's something in them that cares for the person in which they were once upon a time all too willing to totally destroy, if possible, okay? And it's like, so that means there's some kind of care and love, which is infuriating, especially for anybody that's narcissistic, okay? Sociopathic type. It's infuriating. It's like, so you care about this motherfucker, kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of vibe. Because it's like, why you know what I'm saying? At first, first we was talking shit. It was it was gravy. Everybody was happy. It was Toyota jump, snacks, tater chips, cars, everything. You know what I'm saying? So what's with the don't bother her shit? You in love with her or something? You in love? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how people get. When it's like, why you were once her hater, you were once the ringleader, you were once one of the ringleaders, you were once 100% on board with this, you hated her, the essence and fiber, you loathed her entirely, nigga. So what's up? What's the sudden change in shiznit? So what happened is this ex, one of Feminine's exes, got proof and wind. Let me show you. I'm just saying, I'm like, oh, this I don't even understand it no more. I just, so one of Feminine's exes got wind of some reality and truth and proof that this masculine had not stopped anything. Okay, they had not stopped, trying to bring the negativity with this Ace of Swords, Five of Pentacles here, and the stay in your lane, Ten of Swords in reverse, with, I think, is this death in reverse? This is what pissed them off, because this was some of the leading energy over here. It pissed them off because whoever the masculine is that Feminine dated, they may have anger problems themselves. They may have, they keep it under wraps and all of that, but, well, for the most part, but they, I can imagine, just thinking about it, it's like, ooh, I can't imagine that. Because they could have done so many different things. They could have tried to appeal to, empathy, compassion. They could have even paid, money and just different things to try to appease or appeal to the person's humanity or something. Like, look, okay? And even though it could have been efforts in that way, it just made it worse for whoever these toxic karmic masculines is, and their sibling or someone that is like a sibling, because someone that's a sibling, a friend, or like a sibling is involved along with the karmic masculine. Okay, now I don't know the connection with the sibling. If the sibling dated the ex, if the karmic masculine dated the ex, if they know the homie who did, y'all know how this shit go. But the masculine that dated feminine is pissed when they got wind of this. So he ends up he ends up saying something along the lines of this: when he got wind. When he did get wind of truth, Ace of Swords, that these motherfuckers was still on that same shiznit, that ain't now one of their ass stop nutting, that they still bothering this woman, her social media, her life, her children, they still in, they're still her at the same shit. So he said something to these motherfuckers like, and again, it's not verbatim. This is possibly something along the lines of an argument, because there was some kind of altercation here. There was definitely words before the unaliving of this karmic masculine. Okay? So feminine's ex could have said something along the lines of this: y'all crazy. The trauma bond that he had, there was trauma bond, and it had been broken. And because it's here, legend in the reverse, then we have narcissist in the upright, then we have influencer and jealousy here. And then self-care, good gravy God. We got Queen of Swords in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This could be two toxic women, because we have the two toxic women. Then I think we had a King of Wands reverse, or a King of Cups. Okay. But anyway, he could have said, y'all narcissists. Because this is crazy. This lady is doing, they could be like clown and feminine here, look at the alien with the towel on her head. You know what I'm saying? And so he could have been like, this, you're narcissists. But you're niggas, you're narcissist niggas, okay? Niggas and bitches and niggas with your fancy shit. Okay? This lady is trying to take care of herself. Okay? And you're steady trying shit in secret, okay, with this corrupt authority figure breaking in, and with this key here, this hierophant here in reverse from the sun. He could have told him, y'all crazy. You keep trying to interfere with this woman. You keep trying to, stress her out. You keep at it. Something's wrong with you people. At least I got the sense to recognize my crazy. He could have said something like that, because like I said, he was involved. So he could have been like, okay, yeah, but y'all still in it. I have the capacities to recognize that this is some toxic, fucked up shit. You obviously don't. Simple as that. You obviously don't. I've caught my capacity like, this is wrong. We all need to go ahead and line up, nigga. This is wrong. No matter if you're greedy. These lying bitches is money hungry, greedy motherfuckers. It's crazy. These two bitches right here. You all are crazy. You all are jealous of this influencer. Just go and call it. Stop playing, nigga. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. That's what this shit is. You're jealous. You're stalking, and you're weird. Now I told you, dumbasses, cease and desist. I tried to appeal on a nicer side. I tried to appeal to decency. I tried to appeal to your greed and lust for money. And what you took my shit. You took my shit and you still kept at your same shit, nigga. You and your raggedy ass motherfuckers, you still kept at the shit after taking really. You're a narcissist. You people are narcs. Obsessed with bothering this lady. That really possibly wish she ain't never met none of us at all. Which nigga possibly wish she ain't ever step foot. Cause all we done shown her is how snaky we are. Disguised as fucking humans. Being weird and shit. Children of the goddamn corn. Acting motherfuckers. This masculine, because he got anger problems. He do. The masculine that dated feminine. Also the masculine that, you know, was doing shit, was paid to do shit and continue to do shit. So there was altercation between them as well as these two women. 10 of Cups, definitely somebody's family. 10 of Cups in the reverse, and a toxic authority figure here. This could be a law enforcement. This could be a manager, a leader, but it's corruption. He could have told them they were corrupt. Okay? You're corrupt. I see it now. The moon in the reverse. I see it now. I see the illusion. I see through you all's illusion as fake saves, fake delivered, fake, you know, holy, fake good. You know what I'm saying? Because you're corrupt. The shit you all are willing to do, you're corrupt. 3 of Cups. He found out like this could have happened at a party, a gathering. Somebody could have let him in somewhere. A lover in the reverse, sibling lovers. This could be, yeah, he could have said something like, you all are celebrating and, you know, making money off of causing someone else unhappiness is narcissistic. Making money off of causing someone else, I'm gonna say it again, making money off of trying to cause someone else, making money, getting deals, whatever that is, houses, cars, tickets paid off, benefiting off of trying to cause unhappiness to an innocent person that's simply trying to take care of himself is a wake-up call to realize you all are fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked up people. I don't care how fine you is. I don't care what your titles is. I don't care what your job is. I don't care what kind of car you got. I don't care who's singing your praises, who got their head up your ass. You're fucked. You're fucked up individuals. And your Bible ain't gonna fucking change it. You fucked up with your Bible in your hand. You fucked up with your cross, your Bible, your sands. You fucked up people. I don't want nothing to do with you. Lovers in the reverse. You and your family, your sister, your pretend sister, the home girl, whatever. You all are jealous and envious, and then you're pissed because this shit is over, because I don't want nothing else. You know, whatever happened, something happened. And he could have said, y'all's just using that. And that's what's narcissistic. You're pissed because this is over. You're pissed because we ain't gonna fuck no more. You're pissed because I don't want this partnership no more. You're pissed because she pissed. This one's pissed because this is the truth. Whether y'all want to say it or not, this is the truth. And so you all want to harass this lady that you're jealous of. In some cases, he could have even said, and you're adding on, you're piling on because you know that I care. The reason why you know I care is not because like I'm on her or anything like that. Chances is she don't want to do with me. But the reason why you know, I care because I asked you to leave her alone. And what did you do with that? What did you do? What did you and your people do with that? Yeah, it was an altercation. Now we got Page of Cups, Magician in the reverse, child. There was a tussle. There was an argument. He told this man, Feminine's ex told this man, you're holding on to grudges, you're holding on to the past, you're trying to have power and control over somebody else's life, somebody else's independence, somebody else's business. You're trying to come up off of somebody else to relieve your own burdens. You don't think there was an argument. I think this took the masculine over the top, Knight of Swords, because they start feeling like, I think the masculine that feminine dated started to feel, it's a possibility they started to feel like, you know what? It's not going to end. These people are crazy. It's this, they're not so. They're crazy. They're crazy. They're crazy. They're crazy. They're crazy. Okay. This high priestess here. Okay. So they deal with distorted practitioners and shit like that, or they have a lot of secrets. And with this Four of Cups in the reverse, the Justice, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this masculine was like, these people aren't going to stop trying to take every opportunity to obstruct justice. Seven of Swords, Four of Wands, to cause problems. They're not, he felt like it's not going to be nothing. They're going to keep trying to secretly do shit because they crazy. That they were obsessed, because I have the devil here somewhere high, and the devil is somewhere over here in reverse, if I can find it. And a lot of immaturity here. Okay, so they're not going to stop gossiping. They're not going to stop lying. They're not going to stop, you know what I'm saying, casting spells. They're not going to stop stalking. They're not going to stop trying to entrap and stress out. So this masculine, at some point with the Knight of Swords, he did something. It could have been a fight. Either a fight, or he could have put something in a drink, because we got a lot of cups, so they could have been a lot of drinking here. Lots of drinking. And, you know, something. There was definitely something that went down between the two of them, and it led to this man possibly being unalived. Could have been via a car. You know, you got to look at it like, well, what? So did he go to the hospital? Was it drinking and driving? It was something. It was directly connected, though, to this. It was directly connected to an argument. And it was at the party. Everybody was celebrating and shit. You know, and what they was able to get. Because like I said, this has been people being paid or offered things, whatever these things are, to basically come against the happiness and well-being of Honorable Feminine, what she's doing as an influencer here, and her children, the environment. So if that ain't narcissistic, I don't know what is. See, that's why people better hurry up and catch up and get a clue. Because when people are on that shit and they don't have their capacities there, they lost, they're gone. That's the indication that something is seriously wrong. It ain't about what they look like. It's not about what they look like. Now here's the fascinating thing, Feminine. As usual, narcissists do not know how to hold accountability. Narcissistic types Okay, whatever you want to call it, that's something that they just ain't got. And you ain't got to take my word for that. Do your own study. Okay? They can't. So what does that mean? So when tragedy happens, as a result of their lifestyle, what do? It's the same people's fault that they themselves were violating and harassing to begin with. Instead of being self-reflective, like, we trash, nigga, we trash. It don't do no good sitting up here talking all that jive, jive turkey. You know what I'm saying? Don't do no good sitting here fronting and stunting. We trash. Okay? This is how we live. It is what it is. We trash. We work for fusion centers, deep state. We'll do anything for a buck and a fuck and a taco and a truck. We're trash. We do not care nothing about if it's justified, if it's innocent life, what children, how that affects. We don't think nothing about that because we trash. And the only thing that matters to us is us are for and no more because we trash. Trash. Entitled trash. Bullies. We don't know how to look at our behavior. It's everybody else's fault. It's always everyone else's fault. It's always, we can be thieving, hoeing, frauding 1,000 times over and be critical of somebody who don't have as nearly as much trash in their closet, and then be mad when we get some ricocheting effect to a lifestyle we're living. When we start to, we're reckless, maybe we're out here drunk driving, maybe we got addictions that's not in check, maybe we're volatile, we don't care, we think we're invincible, we think we're untouchable because we know somebody at a police station, whatever the fuck. Out here being, acting, I can do what I want to do. I can do what I want. Yeah, you can. You're right. You're 100% correct with that. And you will also be 100% correct when it's time for you to, like I said earlier, and they don't see that. They see their pain. They see their pain, they're upset, but they don't see look at the oblivion to the pain and upset that they cause others, though. You see that? Anybody in the world catching the double standard? The oblivion to the inconveniences, the pain, and the suffering that they're causing as a standard and way of life, nigga. For other people, and that's justifiable to them. Some of these people literally have been trying to take the life of these women and her children, and got the nerve to say she crazy because she gon' tear shit up good and plenty. She gonna do it with some class and some je ne sais quoi. Oh, you don't come for nobody's life because you on mental illness. come for nobody's damn life because you, nigga, because you mad. You don't like, nigga, employing all these your lung thoughts around, you know what I'm saying? You don't do that shit unless you asking for it. These are a bunch of people that, you know, some of these states need, they got all these rules and regulations, and there needs to be some shit. They rules and regulations don't matter anyway, because they people don't uphold them anyway, so that's a bunch of fucking hogwash. A bunch of fucking hogwash. Because this is crazy, y'all. When I saw this, I was like, oh, come on. Come on. 4 of Wands, 7 of Swords. That's commitment, relationship, houses, home, family. They're not going to stop trying to affect somebody's foundation. These women, these honorable feminine. And this masculine that she dated, possibly got fed up. Hold on. And I'm not saying for some of y'all, am I saying that the masculine that feminines dated, like all of a sudden they may not be changed necessarily, and they, like I said, they may not be all really changed, and they may not be even trying to be with her. People assume that. That's an assumption. Okay? They may be married or trying to be, or whatever the case may be. But it could be that they just got just a smidgy enough sense. Do you understand? Something could have clicked for the person to give them a smidgy enough sense to know that this was a fucking bad idea. This was a fucking bad idea, okay? This is just one shit that we shouldn't have did, nigga, okay? Well, I don't care if y'all don't like this, and it is what it is, because this is problems, and we ain't never really experienced this before in all of our fucked upness. So maybe that's supposed to be an indication and a sign that perhaps maybe we do need to change as people. But if we ain't even really ready to do that in this case for this situation, right, this shit right here, maybe that was supposed to be an indication, stop now, because you're going to go down. Your family will be touched. You will be affected. Keep at this bullshit. Keep messing with this lady. Keep on. Keep doing spell work. Keep hiring people to do it. Keep trying to poison. Keep following around. Keep on. Hope you can keep them hee-hees and ha-has. Hope you can hold that. Hope you can hold it. Because enough is enough. Their moon magic and shit like that. Because again, some of these people, this is what they do. Or they fuck with bitches and niggas. You know what I'm saying? Who do that shit. This was dumb. This was dumb. All right, so let's wrap her up. Child. Oh my God. They blame, ooh, feminine. They could especially blamed you too. I see it. I can see it now. I get it. Because, again, you standing on business. You standing on business. You standing on boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You speaking your truth. You know, won't. You defending yourself. People come from you saying shit. You damn straight. You come from me, you damn straight. You damn straight, nigga. You damn straight. You gonna play on my face, nigga? You gonna play on my face? All right, gonna curse your ass. You gonna play on my face? Told your ass. Told your ass. Told you in the ethers, in the astral, in the dream space. My ancestors and them did. Whole lot of motherfuckers told your ass. Told your ass. Leave her and hers the fuck alone, or else. Now you think you so bad because you know a cop and you know this one. None of you are untouchable and invisible, and we're going to prove it. Said leave this woman alone. So what language would you? We said it in all the languages. We said it in Ebonics. We said it in the Children of the Corn language. We said it in all dialects. We said it in white people language, nigger language, Mexican language, Asian language, highfalutin society language, ghetto fabulous language. We said it. Leave her and hers alone. Get off your fat ass or your bony ass and go find a legitimate way to make it in life. Instead of off of trying to cause mayhem for innocent life and then cry when your life is affected. Working for some of these feminist retarded ass relatives in some cases too. All that shit is like, you dumb ass, you dumb bitch. I told you, didn't I? I said many months ago, hand me the distorted witch and save yourself. Told you. I said, you better hand her over. Better hand this motherfucker over. Better hand her over. Better hand her over. So what's going on? Okay, so obviously there's sadness. You know, if this person did get unalived, then obviously you got 30 days ago or 3 weeks. That ain't a long time ago. That's recent, which would explain a lot, huh, feminine? Trace it back if you can, and then look at some train of events that has happened since and see if it's something that's making sense. So let me pull on, let's see, what's going on with the feminine's ex? Because I'm like, well, what happened to him? Did a boy go to jelly jail, or, you know, because, yeah, what happened? The only thing I had got is what had happened to the dude, you know, and the argument and stuff that led up to it all. But I don't know if he's in jail or if he is just gone, or for some of you, he could have showed up in your dreams. A lot of stuff shows up in your dreams, but you maybe not talk about that. Maybe that's for a reason. Where is the man, the ex of feminine in this reading that was pissed at this karmic masculine, incessant him and his people, his lady, his sibling, his homegirl, or whatever? What happened? What's happening with him? I'm nosy, huh? Because I'm like, well, shit. All the while, feminine is just trying to clean up her energy, clean her kids, her cat, her dog, because she already know these people. She know what the fuck. She been knew. Other people was just late catching up. She been knew what the fuck. Kind of nasty shit she been surrounded by. Which is why she operates the way she do. One day, somebody gonna catch that. Which is why she operates the way she do, because she know what she's dealing with. What's happening with the ex? Oh, okay, throw on the phone. A feminine. 6 of Cups. Knight of Wands. Are they dealing with somebody at her past? Let me see. 6 of Cups, Knight of Wands. And the Sun reverse, yeah, they're not happy. Sun in reverse. They could be hiding. They can be hiding at somebody's house of their past, or they're dealing with somebody from their childhood. It could be a sibling, or with the Knight of Wands, it's somebody they fucked with. But they're not happy. They're well, I mean, I get it. They could also be unhappy with their past actions. Maybe they're somewhere looking at like my player ways. You know, look at this. Look at this. Because these motherfuckers is nutty. You know what's funny? Feminine, you may have had somebody that you've dated. It could be this person or someone else, but that you've dated, and while you all were dating, they could have told you stories about like people being crazy and stuff, right? But don't everybody, like people being crazy and getting jealous and obsessed and stalkery. And that might not have been altogether a lie, you know? Not altogether. And maybe there's somewhere like reflecting on like, shit, like, fucking around with these youngsters, and man, this shit, man. Because you can't, feminine, you've been trying to tell people this for some time, for years. You still trying to hone in your own, anchoring your own lessons. Like, this is, you learned your own couple little things here. Like, Don't let somebody dip they company pen in your ink. That, you know what I'm saying? Well, they say don't eat where you shit at, or something like that. It's like, because people crazy, they crazy. And then when the shit, you see what I'm saying? That could be something that you wearing strong now. It's like, shit. Because you just never know. People be mirroring, basically copying and imitating, you know what I'm saying? Just to get in with folk. And they only sound and shit. And you find it out when the shit hits the fan. You don't find it out while everything is going gravy. You find it out when somebody decides. That's when you find out. He's yeah. He's could be looking at his player ways. He could be messing with somebody right now, or like I said, reflecting on that. What's going on? Reflecting on how, you know, maybe keeping connections of his past is a problem. You know, this merry-go-round, this, you know, we fuck, you know, that kind of shit. We broke up a trazillion fucking, and we still fucking, no, we are not fucking. We need to not be fucking. In fact, we don't even need to be. I'm trying to move on and grow and thrive in life. I've outgrown that. And if I got children, then that's all the fuck we need to be. That's the extent, bitch. Because otherwise, shit gets complicated. It's a problem. It's a problem. Yep, death. Death is in the reverse. Maybe did he feel like he barely escaped himself? Or he's just looking at how like nothing ever changes? Going back to people, you know, it stopped his own evolution in a sense. Yeah, it did. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, it did. Yes, it did. He could be looking at why something didn't work with feminine. He could also be looking at, you know, if these are some people like he kind of got connected with through work or something like that. This is also like third party shit. Like always having, like, that ain't the business. That is not the business. This is not even the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, Page of Swords, stalkers. He could be watching you, feminine. He could have watched you from the beginning, but you already know that. Now, he could be reflecting like, this shit never changes. He always, yeah, he's somewhere. If he, he's somewhere, Lord. He's somewhere, possibly drinking. Looking at how it always, bitch, like, look. It always turns into a stalker. It always turns into this crazy. It turns into this. When shit don't work. Because look, Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. So then it turns into the Page of Swords. I'm sorry. It ain't funny. It's not funny. Feminine knows it's not funny because she's dealing with a whole slew. She feel like she's... she looking like... Feminine somewhere like, what? What? Like, this is crazy, yo. She's somewhere like, I'm too old for this crud. You know, because that just ain't her get up. It ain't that ain't her get up. See, people thought it would be, though. They did. They thought it would be. Feminine loves hard, but when she's done, she's done. That's a lesson that many end up catching late. Okay, she loves hard, sincerely and authentically. Okay, and she's not too quick. Now that's the thing about her. She, you know, it's like before she lets go, I promise there's going to be an earnest and a sincere attempt on her side. But depending on what she's met with, it determines what her next move is. Okay, that's just the truth. Because she ain't begging and chasing for shit. And she don't care if all she have is $1, some plastic ass pro wings, okay, some air wax, you know, and she don't care. If all she got is some air wax, a slightly irregular Adidas suit, and a plastic wig. She like, I don't give a fuck. You know why I don't give a fuck? Because I actually know who I am, and I know that I am far beyond my physicality. I'm far beyond the appearance. I know that there's more depth and weight and value to me than my measurements. Then whether or not I grew my hair out on my scalp to my shitter or not. She don't care. Oof, she lived too much. She don't care. She's like, please, I'm a good person. You know, I am a kind person. I know my energy is valuable. Now, if others value it or not, that's a them thing. But I ain't chasing shit. And I ain't gonna be putting no competition with no thoughts and twats. People should be where they want to be. That's feminist motto. Let people go. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't sit here and make a fool. She done made a fool of herself. She didn't graduate from that. Don't embarrass yourself. If the nigga don't want you, let him go. You out here embarrassed yourself, make a fool of your ass, your old ass. You out here thinking this shit is cute. It ain't cute. He don't want you, he don't want you. He played you, he played you. Welcome to Earth. Let him go. Why do you want to force someone to be with you that feel like they can do better elsewhere? You want to be somebody's consolation prize? So you can say you got a man? So you can say you won? So you can say what, somebody sends you text messages and fuck you every couple weeks? What? Let them go. Been saying fighting bitches and being messy and crazy and shit, doing acrobatics and cartwheels and shit, bitch. You need medicine. Obviously, fineness and pussy power ain't that deep. But see, that's a lesson that everybody got to find out on their own someday. Ain't that deep. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Okay, where's old boy? Yes. Yes, he's like, He's like, this shit turned to stalker reveal as soon as I stopped investing. Page of Swords, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, and it to fuck up all their plans. So people start, Lordy Jesus, they start stalking. You know, it's like poor investments. You start losing things. Oh, he also feel like people, that's unfortunate. But he feels like people do that because he stopped giving them money. That's, man. Because the Pentacles is about plans, you know, seeds, labor, fruit investments, you know. It's also money, you know, tangible things. And it's like he gets a new beginning. He gets this feeling of nostalgia with people. He be thinking it's going to be like in the olden days. And then it doesn't work. In some cases, he feel like he gets with people who don't want to work. Now, I don't, or his, it could be his family that doesn't want to work, that interferes here as well. So he could be feeling a couple of things, like he gets with people and he gets all excited. He, you know, Knight of Wands. He could also get with players, so the player could have got played. And they be stalkers. They turn into stalkers when it no longer works, when there's a breakup. But he could also be feeling like shit never changes. His family with Six of Cups, because that can represent people he grew up with as well. It don't have to just be a lover. This could be people like family, or he sees like family. As soon as they see he's excited about something, Knight of Wands, a passion, new beginning, then they know want to work as Three of Pentacles, you know what I'm saying, in reverse. Here they come. And then they start stalking so that they could fuck up his plans. And if it's not about them not wanting to work, it's them interfering to stop him from being able to work with and build properly with anybody healthy. I'll say it like that. With the 7 to the 3 is a 10 of Pentacles going in reverse. This man has possibly invested a lot in a lot of people and have lost a lot because of family and exes. And people that he, in his foolishness, just fucked with. Not realizing that it was a poor investment to just fuck with some of these people, because that just fuck with turned into a whole full-fledged obsession. And when he decides, or for whatever reason, something don't work, this Page of Swords, people get stalker vibes. To try to stalker vibes. He could be learning a lesson about loyalty to the wrong things, people. His need to know about loyalty. Yeah, King of Wands, it hit the phone. King of Wands, now this man may be attractive and maybe over-governed by fire. Okay, maybe he you know, maybe he has an insatiable thirst for, you know, with Knight of Wands and King of Wands. But he could also be maturing. He could be saying to himself, it's time for me to grow up. It's time for me to stop investing in players and young thoughts, in hoeing, and exciting, shiny, sparkly. It's time for me to get my capacities together to be an example. To break these cycles. 9 of Wands. Is this a 9? Yeah. Over and over again. Dealing with crazy people because he attracted. What the hell? Oof. Yes. Strength is going into the reverse. Yes. Yes. Yeah. That's, yeah. He could have got sick. 10 of Swords is in the reverse, or Strength in the reverse. Like people, yeah. He could be sad about what happened. This could be the King of Wands also. That was the guy, the other guy. And he could be reflecting on that. Ten of Swords reverse. 8 of Cups. He's thinking like he should have just walked away, or either that he wished he would have walked away sooner, or he wished this person, this guy, would have just walked away. Would have, why, how come they just would, how come they couldn't just stop being so stubborn and let it go, walk away? Because there was a tussle, there was a power trip. He's somewhere thinking like, you know, he's wishing he would have, wondering if he could have, would it have changed anything? No, he's saying he wished that these people would have walked away from Divine Feminine. Here's the Empress. Because he regrets this. 5 of Cups, he regrets it. He wished these people and himself would have just walked away from trying to break her, from trying to bully her, from trying to make her sick when she wasn't even doing shit. 5 of Wands in reverse. She wasn't a competition. He wished he wouldn't have put her in competition, but he's wondering like, how come? He could even be regretting letting her walk away. You know, in retrospect, you know, after all this crazy shit didn't happen, he could be somewhere like, shit. Would this be if I had been more mature way back then? What things would have shifted just with that one shift in history? What would have had potential to be one totally different? Yeah, at a crossroads. He's, you know, he regrets blocking her or putting her at a crossroads or making the decision that he made. There it is, because there's karma, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, to try to cause her misfortune. And he's wishing whatever unfortunate event that happened with this man, like, how come he should have just left her alone. Why do people got to be so stubborn? That's narcissism. When it's, man, could just walked away. Yeah, 4 of Wands. And then he would still, you know, because he regrets, you know, what this has done to maybe his family, what this has done to feminine and hers, and, you know, what has unfortunately happened with this man because of this obsession with him and these 2 chicks and whatever else. It's like, it didn't have to be like, it didn't. It did not have to come to that. Yep. The spell work that these people are into. This manipulation. Like, how come they couldn't just leave it alone? Yep. How come they couldn't just cut it out and stop trying to waste time or waste feminine's time or cause her to something like that? Queen of Wands. Yeah, send him to this hoe. Who this hoe? That could be his woman. You know, not the feminist's ex, but the person who unalived. Or it could be, you know, him and a King of Wands if it's a high vibration, and feminine, he may see you as Queen of Wands. A warrior in healthy vibration of your fire. You're fiery, but you have your capacities. You ain't out here on no shit. Yeah, a warrior for a cause, bitch. Not some retarded shit. Not here out here on no high school shit, no petty shit. Yeah. Boom. Yeah, he sees you. What is this? Heartbroken, Three of Swords. Uranus, pre-Empress energy. People probably didn't see you like that before. They don't see you as worth nothing. They see you as worth nothing. Man, judge the book by its cover. Nine of Pentacles to the 10. See, now he could be wishing that I don't know if he really wasn't single when he met you, or he could be wishing that he would have just stayed single, and he looks at you maybe like pre-Empress and feels like this 9 could have led to the 10 with you. Instead, he betrayed you. He betrayed himself. Three of Swords. And now unhappy. 10 of Cups in reverse. Because these lying motherfuckers, Queen of Swords in reverse, or you might cuss them out or something with it. Or these lying hoes, you know what I'm saying? These liars. Yeah, Queen of Cups in the reverse. Interesting. Four of Pentacles. So the people in this man's life that played a role in influencing him to, you know, be stingy with you or to hold back from you and all of that. But he's also possibly reflecting that he could have lost your love. Because now, you know, you're going to be mindful of your energy now based on what happened. Because shit, this is a shit ton of problems that ain't got shit to do with you. And people coming after you because of who you are, your identity, people knowing stuff about your identity that you don't know. And as a result, the weirdos hire them for, you know, for your money. That's the cold piece. That's why a lot of people get karma too. Because they're being paid with shit that's yours. Triple karma, baby. Shit that's yours. These degenerates, especially pertaining to her family, are paying people, whatever the offers are, whatever that is, with shit that belongs to feminine. Triple karma. In some cases. Now, I understand deep state is involved and there's some other stuff on that end. But for those that have been directly working with feminines, people that she grew up with or her family members, yeah, if they offering people shit, that's feminine shit, baby. That's her shit. Triple karma. But some people know it. They just stupid. Okay, they just make the deal. Oh, you know, this really belongs to her, but if, you know, if we can get rid of her, if we can do this and that, I'll give you a cut of whoop-de-whoop. So they stupid. Helmet, hee. Short yellow bus. He wished that he would have done the honorable thing. He wished that he wouldn't have been out here seeking attention or needing to win at all costs. He wished he would have held on to you. Maybe. This could be stuff that he ain't saying out loud, you know. He hid it. He hid that, though. He hid the fact that he was an attention seeker, out there getting attention, needing to win at all costs. He's sad about that now. Yep, as soon as I flipped it over, it said Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yep, threw away. He could be crying. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on, though. This person that died and his family and, you know, the crazy shit there. And then these people connect to this man and possibly every other person that he didn't. Woo! Woo, child. Yeah, this corruption here, this Hierophant in the reverse, Taurus energy. This is corruption. This is unforgivable stuff. This is infidelity. This is divorce. This is a corrupt leader, a corrupt authority figure. A Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and a Queen of Swords in the reverse. Is the same two. So this could be the two that's connected to the man. This is the same two, what you call it, that came out. So two toxic feminines for sure. And then it was this karmic man that possibly is unaliving. Let's get the final message for shit. For feminine. I'm doing no reading for a couple days. Shit. What is this? I know what obsession looks like though, because I see obsession every day in my life. Every single day. So I know firsthand. And that's how I figured out and studied and learned that obsession comes in all packages. That, you know, we get our images of what we think that looks like. But this is how I learned that obsessions come in all types of packages. It comes with fanciful bodies, fanciful, you know, vehicles, and, you know, it doesn't discriminate, you know, it sometimes will be the people that you least expect to have that kind of an issue. And that's a lesson and a teaching by itself. What is the guidance and advice for the feminines pertaining to this, child? What's the guidance and advice or encouragement? What's her guidance, advice, or the encouragement for her? Have a room coming out? Shit, bitch, I need my glasses, bitch. Oh, magic. Oh, I got it. Okay. I'll show y'all in a minute. I like that as the lead, but give me a second. Maybe she knows magic. Let me hold up. Justice, I see justice. Ooh, and this fell on the phone. What's gonna happen to this motherfucker? Nature. What does this one say? Magic, nature. Okay, so nature is your magic. You may be, oh, interesting. Maybe you're connected with nature in some kind of a magical way, which is why they're always trying to disturb you, huh? Okay, so there's a sigil here. I don't know which one that is. I'm gonna have to get the book out for that. A sigil. And here's a protection room that just came out. Algiz, I want to say. What does this say? Energy. Ooh. Protecting of your energy. Let's see what's going to happen. Boom, bitch. What's this right here? We got us another sigil. Is this a sigil or a, interesting. I think that is a sigil or a deity. And now we have another room for cycle, Jera. Okay, so let me show y'all. And then I will, hold the telephone, I'll try to, let's see. So, probably can't see it. Let me see something. That was the first one. Then this one, yeah, you can't see it, it's too shiny. And then there's a sigil. There's another rune. And I think this might be another sigil or deity. And then there's another rune. So, let's see here, child. I know this is just crazy, bitch. This motherfucker is nuts. And this is crazy, bitch. I ain't never seen like this in my whole days. Okay, so let's take a look, see with that one here. Working on the coal line, going down, down. Working on the coal line. Ooh, they about to slip. Working on the coal line, down, down, down. Working on the coal line. Ooh, they about to slip down. 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh boy. Anyways, so it says here. Fuck me, I can't. Oh, transformation. Nice. The interconnection of all things, also known as needle ash, the yew tree, is intimately linked to whoever that is. I ain't gonna try it. The great ash tree, the world tree. This tree connects the 9 realms. Interesting. Huh. Let me skip. I'm not gonna read all this, but I'm trying to get into this here. So you got some kind of connection to the 9 realms, feminine? Or what the hell? There's a transformation taking place. You're going through a transformation. Adverse elements feed and support each other, creating a powerful vehicle for movement. Oh, that's why it says magic. Vehicle of movement. Paradox, magic, and change. This is the 13th room. Death. Rebirth. Okay. Interesting. Let's go to the next. Okay, so there's working on a cold. Nature, partnership. Shape-shifting. The vehicle and the rider, embodying between the two, humanity and the wild becomes one. Let's fast forward. This rune speaks of freedom. That's what I'm talking about. Through cooperation, discovery, travel, and magic. Okay. It was said that would take the forms of horses to travel through the night, roaming freely, unencumbered, and surrounded by the sanctity and safety of darkness. A sacred partnership is formed. Oh, some kind of partnership is coming to fruition. 2 beings coming together to form a majestic being. Oh boy. Interesting. So I'm gonna leave that right there. Let's go to the next. Let's see what this, The sigil, it says luck is in your, oh, no way. It says luck is in somebody's favor. Luck, lead, victory is here. The shape of this sigil itself suggests opposition. Two straight horizontal lines stretched across blase, blase, blase. It's more masculine in its presentation. Okay, more feminine flow, which makes sense, blah, blah, blah. Get to the bottom line, people. Pair it together. Here we go. These staves comprise the whole of an individual, the whole of a warrior. Child. That's masculine, feminine. Oh, it's on. It's on. Let's look at algaes. Okay, we already know this is protection. I knew that. Protection energy. I'm familiar with that. I use that one a lot. This is the 15th rune. Yeah. So protection from the devil. From people's obsessions and addictions and whatever they plan with out here in these here streets. What's the next? Going round, walking in something. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, I know that one. Wait. Oh, the telephone, y'all. Something. If I can get to it. Okay, got it. Yay. Oh, and I think this is the last one of the book. Protection again. So we got two protections cards. Protection, health, vitality, and healing is here. Oh, shit. Whoa. Finna heal some shit, bitch. You finna be healing. In order to survive, journey, hunt, and battle. This is about the Vikings, what they had to do here. Even in modern times, we are faced with dangers and evils. Understatement. In the form of unpredictable viruses and seemingly incurable diseases, imploring the aid and qualities of blah, blah, blah. Healing. And some healing energy, ancestral. Okay, protection. I'm gonna have to meditate on that one. Let's get the last one here. The last rune is Jera Cycle. There's some healing here though from all of this shit that's been caused. This unnecessary bullshit with these low lives here. And as I said correctly, I'm not gonna retract that. If you on that kind of shit, you don't have regard for others, yeah, you trash. You're trash. In fact, if that's what the plan was, then you're super trash. You need to be studied. Funny what people do for money. Money and stuff. I want nothing to do with folks like that. To me, those kind of folks are dangerous. Because them the ones that will be so in love with you, or your ace boon coon, your BFF, you know. Them be the ones that grinning from ear to ear at you. But if the price is right, if the right devil incarnate present to them a nice little fancy package to betray you, to take your place, they'll do it. Them ain't the kind of people we want to fuck with. That's dangerous. Harvest, cycles, seasons. There's a harvest coming here that they can't touch or that's being retrieved. This rune speaks of balance. Yeah, this is happening. Balance, achievement, physical and spiritual harvest, because you worked hard. You have. And people can, yes. The rewards for right actions, or should we say correct actions. That correct. Be damn straight. Correct actions that you've been taking in this onslaught of narcissistic abuse via organized community harassment, deep state, corrupt government, and other special needs motherfuckers. Okay, whoa. I like that. I'm gonna have to keep those out because I want to charge them. I'm gonna use these for myself. I'm gonna do some shit tonight. These motherfuckers. They're crazy. I done figured it out. Oh, okay. So purify. This is a cool mudra. I did it earlier this evening, and it works if you can manage to do it correctly. Let me show you. Okay. I don't know, y'all screenshot it so you can zoom it or whatever. Let's see. Yeah, it's not. Oh, it doesn't let me do it? Bummer. Oh. Mm. And then the narcissist be there to try to keep it dirty. Nice and convoluted. What does it say? What does it say right here? I can't see it, bitch. This could be something to do with somebody that's 50. Or in their 50s. For some of us. Child. Cause this. Okay, for some of you. And in your own way. Okay, somebody gonna laugh and say, when people say in your own way, that's code for saying it's not. It's just, it's in the eye of the beholder, people. Some of us, these musty bitches is crazy, bitch. I'm supposed to tell you what I know, bitch. Sybil. Shit. They're crazy. They're crazy. And I ain't lying about that. Because how do you explain their behavior? That's all I'm gonna say. People are so sensitive. It's like, well, how do you explain? How do you explain that? Some of the grotesque shit these people were willing to do to these types of people. It's like, you get your trashy ass the fuck. I stand on that 10 toes. I'm gonna stand on that. People who fuck with these kind of people should be set on fire. Awake. Because of this. Light their ass on fire. People were mad at you, feminine. You believed in yourself, so you fucking did what you said you were gonna do, in spite of their lack of, support. So they had to employ a whole lot of motherfuckers. Trying to compete for a badass award. You ain't gonna be no badass coming against somebody. What you finna do is get schooled. Be a badass in your life pertaining to being the best version of yourself, evolving, growing, becoming healthy people, beings, correcting yourself instead of thinking that you were born to correct somebody else's life. Trapping people for hire. Sitting up together being weird and shit. Oh, they're walking over the mailbox. Let's go over there and be weird together. Oh shit. I'm serious scrolling through some stuff. I'm like, child. Here's a haunting image I'm gonna show you. And this is just my opinion, because it's what I believe happened, and I think it's disgusting and unfortunate, and I can imagine that the ancestors that are evolved from that colonization is feeling equally disgusted in that, okay? Because I'm going to show you something. I'm about to show you something. If I can get to it. If I can get to it. That ain't it. That's my son. Yup, that's me. My son and a friend that I had many, many moons ago. My son's graduation from high school. Yep, that's me. And y'all finna find out why I'm on Friday time. Come for me. Come for me, nigga. Come for me. Come for mine. You're done. That's us a trillion years ago. 2009? 7? 8? I know it was like the early, you can tell. Look at my hair. Oh shit. You can tell. Me, I was in college. ITT Tech. Once again, this is a trillion years ago, 2000, damn, what, 12? 11? Look at my hair. Oh, shit. My son holding the dog that we love. We're cat people, but we love dogs too. And I don't even know if that dog is still. But we loved that doggy. Oh. Let me get to what I'm trying to find up in this motherfucker though. These crazy motherfuckers. Okay, these are not people that I know, by the way. It's an image. I think I saw it online and I'm like, yeah, And to me, I saw oppression. Like, I just didn't see the same thing that maybe other people saw. And I'm like, no, not meaning no disrespect, but knowing what I know, okay, it's okay about hoodoo, okay? Hoodoo, I'm not going to get into teachings and stuff like that. I don't believe that things are inherently bad. I think, like everything else, mixed with unwellness, mixed with our colonizer shit, you know, balance is needed. Because sometimes stuff just turns into religion out of another hole. Balance is needed. We do all of that, but we're killers still. We're hateful. We're jealous. We're abusive. So then what's the point? See, that's where I'm at on shit now. That's what I'm on in this motherfucker. That's where I'm at with shit. Like, what's the fucking point? I can see the sadness. I can see the oppression. What's the point of all of this? You know, we got, and I don't mean no disrespect to ancestors. I'm looking at, I have an aversion to the sickness that was done to us that created the mess and that we keep perpetuating. That's where I'm at. Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I'm on. It's like, okay, but is you still mean? Is you what? Do you got trauma? Is this fixing the, are we dealing all of it? Because this is why shit gets real. This is exactly why, right here. Because, you know, this kind of stuff would have been warranted for, like, our oppressors, you know, massa, and, you know, all that kind of shit. But then and then it turned into some other shit. And it's like, see, then you sitting there doing the work for their ass, dumbass. Talking about, anyway, let me get all of that. Yeah, so old school pics, my son, whoop. Me, I think I got one from 2007. Oh, y'all wouldn't even believe that one was me if I showed you that. I don't believe that shit was me, nigga. It was. It's gonna help make some sense for some of y'all as you look. It's gonna make a whole lot of sense. Now you get it. That's what was wrong with their ass. Sad, huh? Yep, it is. Okay, so there y'all have it. It's about 3:30, at least Central Standard Time. I'm gonna get going. Check on my boy over here. Check on the cat. And I already lost one of my spots, y'all. So I don't know what's gonna happen. One spot down. I can't really say I blame people. Okay, I can't. What can I say? I can't say anything. There's nothing I can say. Folks don't want no drama. They don't want shit. People trying to live a calm life, especially these older folk. You know, these older folk in homes and stuff like that, and retired and stuff. They don't have time for this weirdo shit. Oh, shit coming to their spotty spot. Maybe this is something I'll add to the case. Because this is a part of what these people create, which is why we will never shut the fuck up.